Wait, are we recording now?
Yes.
Alright. Well, this is our podcast, I guess.
This is the Council of Bro podcast, and we're coming at you from my basement in Balls Cold, Ohio, where if you don't like the weather, just wait a week, it'll change.
Or a day or two.
Or a day or two. So, this is our first podcast of our channel. It's going to be our first video.
Indeed.
Welcome, everyone.
Of you two people who are possibly watching.
Yeah, of you two people that are going to be watching, hopefully
The whole two inhabitants of Ohio.
Even if there are 5 of you, we love all of you. But, so this is the first video on our podcast and our YouTube channel in general. And hopefully what we want to do is eventually get gameplay up, and we want to, be popular, because we like to be liked.
We're just going to do what we do, and what we do is play video games and eat food.
I'm the fat one, and my name is Trevor.
I'm Noah.
And I am Sam.
Wesley's not here, because he's a tumor.
Forget Wesley.
We have 75% of the Council of Bro podcast here, and it's really terrible because, for our first recording, we thought we'd have everyone.
But thanks again, Wesley, for letting us down.
I feel like that was all Shelly's fault, though.
No, it's probably his dad's fault.
Why?
Because he thinks Wolverines are going to kill everyone in the world.
What?
Okay, Wesley's dad has a lot of stupid theories about stuff.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Please tell us some of the theories.
All I know is that's one of them. Wolverine/mole people are going to kill all of us.
No, he doesn't.
You are
He does.
joking.
I'm not, no.
Are you kidding with us?
100% serious.
You are not. You were joking.
No, I'm not.
Wesley's dad does not have a theory that mole people are going to take all of us.
Yes, he does.
So, wait, I didn't really give my introduction. I'm Noah. I like to play Pathfinder.
He likes to host Pathfinder.
I like to host Pathfinder. I'm a GM. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I really like Pokemon. So that's my introduction. Trevor, would you like to go now?
Yeah, I would violate Pokemon. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that kind of guy. But anyways, I'm a freshman, and I'm, not terrible like the rest of
I'm Sam. I'm the tech guy of the group, even though most people in this group, except for Noah, are technologically aware of themselves.
I couldn't put a video on a flash drive today.
You don't even know what a flash drive is.
I know what it is. I got one plugged into my Xbox.
He didn't know what
Do
an
you know where
external
it
hard
is?
drive
Huh?
You know where it is?
The front.
Anyhow, we're all very musically talented, but I think Wesley and I, cursed be his soul, are the only people here that play instruments, other than our vocal cords.
Other than our vocal cords, Johnny! Anyways, I can play a little bit of piano, but that's sing us a song, piano man!
I can play the Legend of Zelda theme song on the piano, but only that. Exclusively the Legend. I used to be able to play the Phantom of the Opera, but I forgot how to do that.
Oh, that's sad.
I know. I actually only learned it for a girl, and then, the things with the girl ended badly, so it's just
I forget about everything.
I'm actually really salty Wesley isn't here.
I am too. We'll have to sing to him like Kermit. Oh, nothing makes me happier than thinking about your corpse. Check out Jack's films. Do it.
We already did that earlier. Oh, you're pointing to the microphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. For real, Sam?
Shut up!
You can figure out who's the smart one by listening.
Oh, I think before we get started, we should probably let everyone know that Nick, our friend...
Or force him
Oh my god, Trevor, your burps!
They smell like Sasquatch's ass crack.
Would you like to tell everyone about your burp earlier?
Well, I sat down and I farted and I burped at the same time, and then it almost killed Sam. I don't know. It was it tasted like pizza with a lot of toppings on it, toothpaste, and Monster, and then I threw up a little bit in my mouth.
And it smelled like a dead frog.
Speaking of dead frogs, there's a story to tell.
Oh yeah, we haven't told you the story yet, Trevor. So earlier today, Sam and I were cleaning my basement.
Sam was cleaning the basement.
Sam was cleaning my basement because Mom came downstairs and said it smelled like garbage and it looked awful. So we were down here. I was sitting on the couch watching the Boondocks, and Sam was cleaning, and he just gets done cleaning. And we look over, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, there's a dead frog on the floor."
And on the floor,
"What?"
underneath his guitar stand over there, was a dead frog. And he goes, "Ah, there's a dead frog." I'm like, "Dude, you're just messing with me. That's your toy frog." He goes, "Sam, I don't have a toy frog."
It was disgusting. It was like mummified. It had been sitting in my basement for so long.
Maybe that's what stunk so bad.
Maybe it was the carpet. It was the carpet. We had this huge carpet in here, and it would like trap in moisture and like cat sand, and it just like had.
And cat sand? All cat sand.
Yeah, it had like.
You mean kitty litter?
It had like 50,000 terrible smells in it.
Cat sand. Did you mean Egypt?
Oh, I've also got another story for today, Trevor, that I didn't tell you about.
What is the story?
All right, so for those of you that don't know, Sam's girlfriend Cheyenne is a wonderful artist, and she's a very good drawer.
Yes.
And Sam was telling me that him and Cheyenne were looking through some of her drawings, and she had this one of this Egyptian god, and I was like, "Oh, what Egyptian god is it?" And Sam's like, "The Egyptian god Nut," and I was
Okay, it translates to sky in Egyptian, apparently.
"Oh, dude, the nut's looking beautiful. Look how blue that nut is."
I just look up at the nut every morning. Wake up
Dude,
and
I
smell
worship-
the
I
fresh blue nut.
I worship Nut.
Oh God, there was a whole race of people that worshipped a being called Nut.
I'm still admiring this drawing of Wesley that has a hoodie on that says "Don't Do Me," and it has a Nike swoosh backwards on it. I'm proud of myself.
Oh, another couple of terrible things, because I'm full of stories today. So Trevor recently started dating my sister 3 days ago.
Well, it's
And
intense.
because Trevor's been dating my sister, there are just times where I'll come upstairs and he'll just be randomly at my house.
And I won't tell you.
And he doesn't tell me.
It's a ninja Trevor.
So, like, twice Trevor has caught me coming up the stairs in my underwear. And 2 times I've sat down immediately afterwards and eaten an entire Cadbury cream egg in front of him.
And it's terrible and terrible-er even every time I see it.
I love Cadbury cream eggs, though. Those are super good.
You're gonna OD
are
on
really
those
good.
one day.
I will never OD on Cadbury's.
You'll fall down the stairs and Cadbury will leak out of your anus.
Dude, I would be fine with that. Although there is nothing more disgusting than like the cream in a Cadbury cream egg.
True. You want to know what chocolate I hate? Oh man, I can't remember what it is. It's got like Palmer chocolate. It is the worst.
Oh, I
You know,
know
it's
what you're
got
talking about.
It's got like the picture, like the little bunny rabbits, like like all their chocolate.
Ugh.
All their chocolate tastes like garbage. Complete garbage. Sponsor.
My mom hates Cadbury chocolate because she says it tastes like wax. They're like a waxy kind of chocolate.
I just burped again, and that one hurt.
I don't know, but I think every single Cadbury chocolate product I've ever had was filled with caramel, and I hated it.
Dude, I love Cadbury.
Oh, I was gonna burp again. I'll
Quit
let it
burping
go.
into that microphone.
I like the microphone, and he'll smell my burps.
This
Why do you guys
microphone
won't?
was $50 hairs, and you're burping into it.
$50 hairs well spent.
Hey,
Also, I don't tie my shoes.
Oh yeah,
Let's just
Trevor.
get that out of the way. Okay, listen. I am extremely lazy. So I woke up one morning, and I was about to tie my shoes, and I just thought, you know what? My fat ankles barely fit in here anyway. So let's just tuck the laces in. And now, to this day, I've never tied my gym shoes since like 3 months ago.
I remember you got into my car the other day. This was like a month ago, and you like got up. You're like, I'm tucking my laces inside my shoes, and I'm not tying them, and you can't yell at me.
Dude, I can't stand not having my shoes tied.
Yeah, really?
It kills me inside.
I don't feel it after
How do
a
they
while.
not like fall off throughout the day?
They fall out, but then I just like reach down and
No,
tuck
like
them
your
back
shoe
in.
falling off, not your laces.
Like, it's not like I'm a jazz dancer. I don't kick my feet up in the air.
No, but
That's
like-
not what jazz dancers do anyway.
I don't know.
Is jazz dancer even a thing?
I hope so.
You mean like a tap dancer? Or like a showgirl dancer, like the one that like do the leg kicks?
I am one of those. That's the thing. Like,
I want to
that's-
see you like a red bejeweled leotard.
Oh, they don't make those. Damn.
Oh no.
Oh, can we talk about some embarrassing things that Sam does? I just want to mention the first one is he makes noises when we play Clash Royale.
Oh my
He
god.
does?
Like
I've never heard it.
he plays it with like the sound effects off, but like he'd be like, "Oh, arrows!" and they like go choo 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 choo.
No. Sam, please tell me that's not true.
It's totally true.
He was looking over my shoulder doing it one day.
Yeah,
Oh, arrows.
He's like, "Oh, use arrows!" Choo 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 choo.
I think like
You know what doesn't need sound effects? Injustice. And you know who's great at that game? Trevor is.
Trevor just uses his Deathstroke.
Well, listen. It was your birthday party, and you had a PS3, so I was already disgusted out of my mind.
I'll give you a Deathstroke, Sam.
Oh yeah, that sounds kinky. Okay.
So I thumped everybody at Sam's birthday party, and then his 5-year-old younger brother plays me, and I let him win. I felt good about myself.
Why'd you let him win?
Suck my nuts.
I hate you. You mean nut?
You mean my sky?
Suck my skies.
Suck my skies.
Oh, I can taste it.
So we were making a list of things to talk about.
Oh, you broke the fork.
What? You mean to say? I'm sure everyone probably knows that we kind of have a list of things that we go over.
Well, let me extend the window so you can see it all, you giant fag.
I would love to see it because, like, I've been looking over your laptop at our different things.
Oh yeah, Wesley's the most attractive of all of us, and yet he does not have a relationship.
Oh, dude, I would love to talk about how attractive Wesley is, because, you know, as much as we constantly, like, poop all over him, he's, like, still kind of a solid...
Dude, I constantly poop on Wesley.
If
I have to go to the bathroom, I go and I poop specifically on Wesley.
I don't actually like Wesley at all.
I can't wait for him to watch this.
I would love for him to. You know what, we're gonna make him watch this whole thing and be like, yeah, you could have been on that.
You could have been here, we wouldn't have had to poop on you.
Ugh.
But, you know, we probably would have still pooped on you anyway. But, whose fault is that? Watch, he'll show up halfway through and be like, hey guys, what did I miss? And we'll be like, nothing.
Probably will.
Well, what else do we have on our agenda?
I don't know.
Oh, the story about how, like, the very first time I came to Noah's house. So, go outside, knock on the door, the snow's up to my ankles. Noah says, oh, come on in. And on our way down to the basement, Noah says, oh yeah, Sam's not here because he's a faggot. So why don't we just, like, trash on Sam? And I was like, yeah, Sam sucks nuts. And then I was like, he goes, yeah, keep trash talking him. And I said, Sam, he's here, isn't he? And then the next thing I hear is, oh, wow, shit. And then he comes out of the basement back room on a scooter, runs into a chair, and eats the floor.
It was horrible. Like, the front wheel hit one of the legs of the chair, and, like, the whole scooter, like, the whole angle just, like, tilted one way, and his whole, like, face smashed into the concrete basement floor.
I didn't smash my face. I rolled over.
You could taste the basement stair dust.
All of which looked really blue when I scraped it up from behind there earlier.
I'm sorry. I'm sincerely sorry.
Stop burping.
I can't help it.
You know what? We buy crates of Monster in my house, and we're going to continue to burp because that's what we do.
I'm about ready to go get a Monster right now. Just abandon the podcast.
No, don't.
If you're going to go, you're going on a refill mission for all of us.
You know, that's a very good point, but don't go. We need you here because I don't really want to talk with Trevor because Trevor and I don't really get along.
What?
Trevor, you have only been one of my best friends for 2 months, alright? That's actually been longer than that. How long have we been friends?
I don't know. When was it? Was it like Corral, or when did we really hit it off?
I think it was right around musical.
Oh, when I was going through a bad breakup and at the football game, you were like, do you want a bite of my pretzel?
No, I gave you the whole pretzel.
You gave me a bite of it.
And then I gave you a side hug, and I was like, hey, hang in there, bro. And Noah was like, you a cool dude. And I was like, thumbs up, leave.
You gave me a bite of your pretzel, and generously let me get some cheese out of that pretzel container.
Oh, I let you scoop up all my cheese. And I'd do it again.
Oh, God. You've ruined it.
All for a nickel.
All for a nickel. Oh, you just spilled it everywhere.
Oh, let's be honest.
You're
you
garbage.
Need to clean yourself up.
Oh, God. I just spilled this whole Monster all over my pants.
All over my pants!
Hey, guys. So I don't know if you've noticed this, but at our school we got a lot of cringy emo kids.
Oh.
Ow!
What'd you do?
I tried to open my phone case because that's what I do when I'm anxious, and I was like...
Wait, so we have this kid at our school, and I'm not going to say his name, but he's like this dude, and he wears like this big, like, trench coat.
Yes.
Like, it's like a Days of Apocalypse, like, style trench coat. Like, he's just wandering around, like, the post-apocalyptic world in his cool, like, Matrix brand trench coat.
He's got a fedora and a sweet beard.
No!
He doesn't have
long hair.
No, he doesn't have a fedora.
Long hair,
Then there's more of them.
What?
There's more than one then.
Hold on, you talking? There's a different one?
The one that rides my bus, yeah.
No, we're not talking about him. We don't know.
You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
No.
Does he have blonde hair?
No, he went to Hammersville.
No, we're
I know who you're
talking about this one dude who he wears this trench coat
He lets
and he
us
goes
know-
by. He makes all of his friends call him the Shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not the one I'm talking about.
Oh, but one day Noah and I were walking to lunch together because we're sort of gay. I don't know, and we do that every single lunch day.
I just wait for you.
And we're walking, and he walks by, and I go, "Hey, shooting up the school today?"
It was terrible.
We just keep walking. He didn't even look at us.
He doesn't even acknowledge you, and you've the other day you screamed Allahu Akbar at his face, and he just kept walking.
Yeah, I know.
One time, Sam just yelled really loud at me in the freshman hallway.
I do that like every day.
I know, but it's nice. I'm like, hey, I have friends. I'm gonna be really honest. I get really salty when all my other school friends go hang out and they don't invite me.
Is that? I'm
Doesn't
sure that's how
everybody?
they feel when you go to hang out with us, though.
No one really cares, except for Wesley.
There was
Wesley
a-
gets mad.
Oh, dude.
One time, okay, listen, I'm gonna tell this story because I know
Fine with it.
exactly how it went down. It was a nice little Thursday afternoon. I said, hey, Wesley, are you down to come to my house on Friday? And he said, yeah, let me confirm with my ma. He calls up his ma, and his mom goes, meh. And that means yes in Wesley ma language. Anyway.
Shali.
So, Shali. Anyways, Wesley is totally down to clown at my house on Friday, and I know what that means. But Noah hits me up with this invite to his house, and he says, hey, Sammy Sue's going to be there. And I was like, okay. So I just called up Wesley and said, hey, you're not coming to my house. I'm going over to Noah's instead. And he was real salty about it for a long time, and no one really cared.
If this video ever reaches anybody that's not from Ohio, salty means upset or angry.
I think salty is kind of a universal term.
I don't think.
I hope so.
It is.
Well, it's not like we're putting chili on spaghetti and handing it to people, alright? That's Ohio.
Wait, no, I'm sure people have done chili spaghetti somewhere else.
Not really.
What?
It's an
Yeah,
Ohio,
it's-
Kentucky,
it's-
Indiana thing.
How would you know that?
It just
Because
is.
I'm in business class, okay?
Trevor, you literally are afraid of the ocean and airplanes, so you'll never leave
I'm not
the
going
United
anywhere.
States.
Oh my god! He's afraid of the ocean. We should totally force him to play Bioshock.
What? Oh, yeah, so,
Oh my
Doesn't the whole thing happen underwater?
yeah.
Forget it.
And, like, this whole, like, underwater...
Are you afraid of heights?
I'm terrified of heights.
Then we should have you play Bioshock 3 with the entire thing set on a giant
Infinite?
city in the sky.
I've played Infinite. It's
Oh,
hard.
have you?
Yes, I
Have you
have.
beaten it?
No, not yet.
Sam and I were playing Bioshock today.
It's
and,
over there right now.
Like, I have never played Bioshock before, and so, like, we were figuring out the hacking mechanism where you press X and, like, the little... like, the little two... Do you know how...
the tiles.
Yeah.
Today,
When you hack,
Junior.
there are like these tiles, and you have to like direct the flow of this liquid into a goal point, and the liquid's like flowing forwards as you do it, so you're kind of on a timer. And I was hacking all these different robots, and so like I had like this tiny army of machines flying around, like banging into stuff and like shooting at the different gross things.
He had
in
like
Bioshock.
3. He had 2 turret helicopters, and then he had like, oh man, what else did you have?
I had one of the little like ground turret things.
Yeah, he had a turret. Oh my god, it was great.
Dude, I think might be really, really good
What
at
was the
technique.
story about the boulder? I
Huh?
heard.
The bowl.
You're picking up a boulder, my friend.
Oh, Sam and I were playing it, and like
Oh yeah.
there was like this little like tiny opening, and I was being really, really stupid, and I smacked the opening, and there was an item underneath of it, and it slid way far back to where my character couldn't grab it. And so I was trying to use telekinesis to like pull it back to me, and I looked at the item, and I tried to pull it back, and I got a boulder, and Sam goes, Noah, that's a boulder. And I was like, yes, because I meant to grab the boulder.
Well, my bad. I thought that you had obviously attempted to grab the boulder.
Trevor, at the beginning of this podcast, you said there's a paranormal story that I have to tell you, and
Oh, okay.
I don't feel like you ever cleared up on that.
Well, listen. It was at my house on Thursday night. This past Thursday night, to be precise.
Okay.
At exactly 2:32 in the morning, because every time I wake up in the middle of the night, I check my clock and I see if I have to die or not, because I have to get up at 5:30 because of bus times. Anywho,
Oh, I used to get up at 5:30.
Okay.
it's terrible.
Now that I drive to school, I get up at 6.
Anyways, I wake up at about 2:32, 2:35, somewhere in that range, and I stand up, and my little brother is sitting on his bed on the top bunk, covering his ears and shaking really hard, and he's like about to cry. And I said, "What's wrong, buddy?" And he just goes, "I want to leave!" And then he laid back down and went to sleep instantly.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, he did. And then I woke up an hour later, and he was standing by the door doing nothing, looking at it. So I, being the great brother that I am, grabbed my knife, put it under my pillow, and I went back to sleep.
No, you didn't.
I wasn't gonna kill my brother. That's a joke.
Oh,
No, I put him back in his bed, covered him up, and he fell asleep. And then I woke up at 5:30 as the usual, and I was like, Mom, we need to call priest.
Wait, did you really tell your mom what happened?
Yeah, she didn't believe me at all. So
What?
Yeah, my mom hates me.
Well,
Not really. She just doesn't believe me on half the stuff because I used to mess with her all the time when I was little. But
should
anyways,
we believe you now?
I'm terrified of my house.
Should we believe you now? Are you like I don't know?
I'm not messing with you. I'm being serious.
You constantly mess with me.
Can we just share paranormal stories? Because I've got a couple.
Go ahead, Sam.
Hold on, I have one paranormal story, but it's not actually a paranormal story.
All
I
right.
have one from your sister.
Huh?
I didn't mean like that.
What are you even talking
Listen,
about?
No, I was texting her and it was like 1 a.m. or something. And this was like during spring break. I think it was like Tuesday night or whatever. Whenever she had 2 people over, I can't remember who it was.
Oh, it was
She
it
said-
was Faith. It was Faith and Michaela.
Okay, anyways. She said, well, the other 2 were like half asleep on the couch. She was sitting there texting me. And the front door just opened. Wide open, all by itself. And they were freaking out. So she got up, as tired as she was, and shut the door and locked it. And I was like, you're brave, because I probably would have shot myself.
Wait, maybe it was just because like the door was open and like wind caught it.
I sure hope so.
Probably. That sounds like it.
I don't want you or my girlfriend to die in this house in the middle of the night.
So I'm very like
I've got
I'm
one
so
for your
hesitant
sister.
to believe you on so many things.
Dude, well, listen, if I'm ever telling you a lie, I'll probably, like, right after I'm done telling you, I'll probably be like, yeah, that whole thing was not real at all.
Remember the time you convinced Wesley that you had testicular cancer and that the
Yeah.
hospital was giving you $4,000?
Yeah, to donate one of my testicles? Yes. And then the next morning, he asked me, do you really have cancer, LOL? And I was like, no, Wesley, I don't have cancer.
How many
And that's not
times-
how you ask someone if they have cancer or not.
How many times have you told him that you have a deadly, freaking terminal disease?
A couple of
You
times.
tell us constantly you have a terminal disease, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
because-
mostly it's just, I have cancer.
And you know
And
what?
it's-
Someday you're gonna be in the hospital and you're gonna tell us that, and I'm not gonna believe you, and I'm not gonna show up.
At least you'll be at my funeral. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
He's just joking. He's not even gonna be there.
I want to hear Sam's paranormal story.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I used to live in this house in a town. You know, one of them little... Don't you... They're threatening to push me over out of my chair.
He's like leaning back on the back 2 legs, and it's like looks so precarious that I just
Stop
want to like.
playing footsies with me. I'm
I
trying to
can't
tell
help it, Sam. You're
Oh,
so
that
pretty.
happened at McDonald's today. Sam and I were in McDonald's, and
God.
I was like wearing flip flops with jeans because Trevor hates it.
Oh, that's gross.
And I like
They're not even yours.
I
They're
w-
your mom's flip-flops.
These are mine. But I reached my foot over and I touched Sam's foot, and I went, I am so sorry.
But in terms of this paranormal story, I used to live in this town in this 3-story house. It had a basement, a main floor, and then some sort of spire thing. It was really weird.
Was this your mom's house?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
My mom not existing. We have to talk about
He
that.
meant it
after
was the
this.
graveyard. Anyways, continue.
Okay, so
His mom showed up for once. That's all that's paranormal about this story. She came back from the dead and said, "Yo, Sammy, what up?"
Okay.
We've actually met Sam's mom now,
Yeah,
so like we
But so
can.
don't play that anymore.
But it's so funny.
It's still
Okay.
pretty funny.
Paranormal.
Oh, I'm
story.
sorry, Sam. You were telling your stupid story. Back to that.
Dude, I'm a Alright. I hope you can hear that. This is a pretty good microphone, so I'm assuming you can. Anyhow, I was living in the house, and I was creeped out by the whole thing because I've basically lived in 2 houses my whole life. Well, I had a room. It was right next to the bathroom on the main floor. And
Sweet.
yeah, I know, right? Like, if I had to get pee, I just went up and went pee. Even though I'm pretty sure I might pee myself.
I have my own bathroom.
Yeah,
Shut up.
screw you.
Continue
I
your story.
basically did. But every night I'd be trying to sleep and I'd look out my door because my door was typically open and I had a nightlight on. And for some reason, this of all things terrified me. There was a door hook because, you know, here in Ohio we're too poor to afford. We are too poor to afford real locking doors.
Too poor, too afford.
I can't talk. It's not even a nervous thing; it just happens. But we're too poor to afford locking doors. Shut up!
Music man.
Go ahead, Sam. Oh boy.
Well, It was just a door hook, and you just screw it into whatever you have, and then you screw a hook into your door, and then you latch it. It's just a latch.
I'll put those in the garage.
Yes. Well,
I have to poop really bad.
Stop.
Okay,
Sam,
go.
tell your story.
I'm trying.
Latching door.
The latching.
2-4.
Okay, I'd be trying to go to sleep, and usually door hooks. Stop!
We're waiting on your story.
I'll wait.
Your door hooks.
My door hooks, right? Right, Trevor? My door hooks?
Yeah, your door hooks. Okay.
Okay. My door hook, right?
Okay, gotcha.
That's one of them.
Your
It's one of
door
them
hook?
door hooks that you screw into a door.
That you're too poor to afford.
Too poor to afford.
2-4.
2-4.
Let me finish.
All right. Well,
Go!
yeah,
Just
just
swear
go.
to the silence for Christ's sake.
All right, just story.
Alright. Well, usually they're freaking horizontal that we can actually put the hook through the latch and it'll stay and not slide out when you try to open the door.
Correct.
Well, it was instead vertical and it looked like an eyeball. And I was like looking at it every night when I tried to go to sleep. I'm like, this is really creepy. So I just turn over and not look at it and just look out my window instead. Because, you know, that's what you do when you're a little kid because you're terrified of everything. The dark, wall hooks, Legend of Zelda Water Temple. But
Don't even get me started.
But anyhow, we moved out of the house, and I was also terrified of the basement. And he's tearing a tab off of. All right. I was also terrified of the basement. Well, the property is owned by one of my relatives, and my mom went back in there, and they were all ghost hunting because all my family is believing of the paranormal and whatnot. And
You went ghost hunting in your own house?
I didn't. It was my mom. And we had moved out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they went through and they were taking pictures, everything with camera, because, you know, ghosts only show up on film. Well, they have a picture, and I'd have to find it, but this was so old, it was on a floppy drive. Imagine that.
Floppy disk. You don't even. Oh!
A
never
floppy
mind.
drive.
Never mind.
Eee.
Well, you gotta describe to me what a floppy drive is.
You don't know what a floppy drive is?
No.
You know, like one of them old Mac OSs, like how you
Oh,
put
is it like the little, like, square?
Yeah, it's square
That's
and
called
got
a
big
floppy disk.
Yeah, that's a floppy disk.
floppy disk, floppy drive. It's a universal term. It doesn't
Alright,
really
whatever.
matter.
Go ahead.
I didn't
But-
know it.
If I could find it, I could totally pull up a picture and throw it somewhere. But, you know, it has a face on it. Like,
Right.
it's just a picture, right? It's not, like, right in the middle. It's, like, right back here, and you can see, like, glasses. It sort of looks like FDR.
Oh, boy.
Dude, was FDR haunting your house?
He may have been. But, because I was absolutely convinced that my house was haunted because of the freaking door hook. And, well, they took pictures, and there was an apparition in it that appeared to be a face. So...
On your door hook?
No, not on my door.
We're being haunted by socialism.
Oh no!
I can't believe this.
This is the longest, stupidest story you've ever told.
You
Shut up!
told us a door hook story for no reason. What's so great about
That
this
really was
door
the
hook?
point of the
That
door
was
hooks.
it!
I was haunted by a door hook as a child.
And FDR showed up at the end, and I put him on a floppy disk.
Floppy drive.
And I opened the car door, and right there was a wall hook!
A wall hook.
A door hook, whatever.
Oh, that sucked. Ow.
Oh, I didn't mean to hit you in the face!
What did you hit me with?
A comb.
I got hit by a comb. A dingadongus.
Okay, I've got a joke for you guys.
I hate you.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Alright,
Don't we all?
so there's this dude, alright? And he always deals with, like...
I
for,
put a
like-
gun to my head and kill myself.
No, that's not the story.
Okay, go ahead.
I blow my brains against the wall. See you in hell.
This is a really funny joke. Alright, so there's this dude, alright? And he's a gardener. And he always buys just enough mulch for the garden. It's always, like, perfect. He looks at a yard, he says, alright, I'm going to need 7 bags of mulch. And he goes, exactly 7. It works every single time. So this one time, this lady comes up to him and says, hey, can you do my yard? And he's like, yeah, I can do your yard. It looks like it's going to be about 8 bags of mulch. So what this guy does is he goes and gets his truck and goes and buys 8 bags of mulch. Gets back to the lady's yard and starts to put the mulch in the yard. You know how that works, right? Like they put it in.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Plants flowers, all kinds of beautiful stuff. So he gets done and he gets back to his truck and he realizes there's 1 bag of mulch left. And he's looking at this bag and like he's like sweating. The lady comes over and she's like, "Hey, thanks for the job or whatever," and she pays him. He's like kind of off, and he takes the money and then kind of gets in the car, and as he's driving, he can't stop thinking about the bag of mulch in the back of his pickup truck. Like, he's done hundreds of jobs, but the bags of mulch have always been perfect. He's never even, like, not used one bag of mulch. So he gets over and parks over an overpass, and he gets out of his car, circles around, and gets the bag of mulch, raises it above his head, and throws it over the overpass. That's a joke.
What?
That's the joke.
What?
The guy got really mad and threw the bag of mulch over the overpass.
I fucking hate you.
Wait, really?
Yeah. That's the joke.
I'm looking
for a
this is funny.
punchline.
What? It's pretty funny. It's funny because he got the bag of mulch and threw it over the overpass.
Okay, hold on.
What?
He got out of his truck
Yeah.
at this overpass
Yeah.
and picked up the bag of mulch
Yes.
that he did not use.
Yeah.
And he threw it over the overpass.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Why?
You're laughing. It must be funny.
It just
Doesn't make sense.
It's just
All
a
right.
conspiracy meant to cause confusion.
What about the time I bought a gun from a T-Rex because he was a small arms dealer?
You ever hear about that Mexican magician?
No.
He did this one act, okay? It was his disappearing act. He said, on a count of 3, I will be gone. Uno, dos, and then poof, he was gone. He disappeared without a trace.
Oh my god. Dude,
Ava told me that one and I almost died.
why can't you hear pterodactyls in the bathroom?
The P is silent.
Why? You stepped on my joke.
I'm gonna step
Where
on your
does
foot.
Napoleon keep his armies?
And his sleeveys.
That's an Ava joke.
It is an Ava
Dude,
joke.
my sister comes up with the worst jokes.
Yeah, they're pretty terrible, actually.
Hey, so I've got some news for everyone.
Someone called you an owl.
Are you gay?
Who?
Someone called you an owl.
Who?
I don't know. That's what he's trying to guess.
Someone called you an owl.
Who called me an owl? Who did it? Who called me an owl?
I don't know who.
What's great is like Sam's like he's trying to tell you. I just keep saying who.
Who called me an owl?
Yeah, who
did
called
that?
no an owl? No, he's trying to tell you who. Who did it?
Ooh.
But in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, guess who's gonna be one of the featured villains that appeared in the trailer?
Michael Bay, boo.
Krang.
Michael Bay, boom.
Michael Bay, boo.
Do you not know who Krang is?
Transformers!
Wait, you don't know who
It's
Krang
the
is?
robot guy, isn't it?
No,
Or
he's
it's the
like-
brain in the
Yeah,
chair.
the pink brain in the jar
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
from like 50 dimensions away, and I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
gonna be
stupid.
Great. What?
I don't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at all.
What? Did you even
What?
see? Really? You don't like them?
Okay, listen. It's decent, but like, it's kind of. It was. I saw it as more of a. Oh man, we need a wacky TV show that's relatable to all those hip new teens in the world. Oh, turtles eating pizza! Whoa, crazy
Alright,
karate
but-
moves! It's
Tur-
terrible.
Turtles are totally rad, though.
Yeah, really. They were ninjas. Why are you banging your head on the table, friend?
you're
Banging your Jew hair. Can we talk about his Jew hair?
Oh, no, I don't want to talk about his Jew hair right now. But Trevor does have Jew hair. It's very curly. And it looks ridiculous.
Your sister likes it.
I hate you. Ever since you've been dating my sister, these things have happened. It's terrible. You're always in my house and I never know. It's horrible. Oh, but I've got another joke for you.
What'd you do?
Alright, so...
If it was as stupid as the last one you told me, I don't want to hear it.
No, this one's worth your time, I promise.
After this, I have a short story for you.
Okay. But you're gonna be laughing at this joke.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright.
Swear to God.
So there's this one girlfriend, alright? And she's like going through her apartment and cleaning it out. And she goes and looks and she finds a box full of love letters from when she was in high school from like an old boyfriend. Like, this was like 5 years ago from where she had the boyfriend. She sees this box of old love letters and says, oh, hey, these are pretty funny. I'm going to mail them to the old boyfriend as kind of like a joke. So she gets the letters and puts them in a box and then mails them to the old boyfriend and starts laughing about it. So later that day, she meets up with her current boyfriend, and she says to him, oh, hey, I found a bunch of these old love letters, and I thought it'd be really, really funny, so I mailed them to the old guy. And the boyfriend gets kind of upset about it. He's like, what, you would just mail them to your old boyfriend? She's like, yeah, what's the big deal? And he's like, it's kind of a big deal until, like, they get in this little fight. And even though they're in this fight, they still go on this date, and they're kind of like snippy throughout the date, and they drive home after the date, and they like say goodnight or whatever. And like the guy kisses the girl goodnight and drops her off, and he gets back in his car, and he's thinking about this note thing, and he's like, this whole thing was ridiculous. Like, why did I even get mad at this? And as he's driving, he gets under this overpass, all right?
Oh my god!
God.
And he's driving, and he looks in the back seat of his car, and he sees something. He can't quite make out what it is. If it's a person, he doesn't know, and he's like freaking out. He's like just sees this thing in the back seat of his car, and then he gets to where there's a little bit of light, and in the back of his car is a bag of mulch.
No! No!
This is horrible!
What was he driving? A freaking El Camino? What?
I would not hear it. Boom. Oh man, I wonder if someone just jumped in the back of my car.
That's not the point of the joke.
The point of the joke is this was terrible. Okay, anyways.
Hang on, is it funnier now though?
Oh, it's pretty funny
It's
now.
pretty funny now, even though I still
Okay.
hate my life.
Yeah,
Wait, did you guys know what was happening?
I
No.
did. As soon as you said an overpass, I went, oh god.
He's driving under and oh my god.
I like how
no.
he started it from the girlfriend's point of view, finding love letters, and it was totally not even like worth it at all until the bag of mulch comes into play. I have a short interactive story for you, Noah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do this to you, alright? So, you're out at your local Kroger's getting some groceries. You go outside and it's a terrible storm and the power is out throughout the entire state. It's a really bad storm. But it had already passed over where you were at, just the power was out and it's raining, it's still really bad there.
Freaking
Alright.
War of the Worlds here.
Yeah,
So you
really.
see this big hotel and you're like, oh, there's probably people over there. You go inside and all the lights are out. And then it's like you realize this place is different than the rest of the hotels you've ever seen in your life. Because you walk in the first set of doors and there's no one in the main lobby. But there's a giant wall on the other side that's completely blank except for two doors. One of them's red and one of them's blue.
Alright.
Which door do you want to go in?
coming up here.
Yeah, really, dude. I choose red door.
You go in the red door. You start walking down this hallway, and at the end of it, you open another door, and there's two sets of stairs. One goes up, and it's a spiral staircase, and the other one just goes straight up. Which one do you want to go up?
Spiral staircase.
You go up the spirals, and you come to another set of doors. There's three doors. A yellow, a green, and a blue door. Which one do you want to go in?
Green.
You go in the green door, okay? And as you come through there, it's a really long hallway, and you can go to the left or to the right.
This is literally the Stanley Parable.
I go to the left.
You go to the left, and you come to another set of doors. This time, there's only one door, though. I said set of doors, but I meant one door.
Okay.
It's a solid black door with a giant red X through it. And you ain't turning around because you turn around and there's no more hallway behind you. So you open the door, and there's a man standing in front of you. And it's in a giant room where all the walls are basically windows because they're giant walls just made of glass, okay?
Alright.
Dude, I love Minecraft.
He has a gun in his hand, and he says, sit down. And there's an electric chair in the middle of the room. He says, you can choose how you die. You can sit in this electric chair, or you can jump out one of my windows right now. Which one do you choose, Noah?
I jump out the window.
You just died for no reason because the power's out in the whole city.
Oh, I hate myself. Really?
Yes.
Oh, God. Dang it. I completely
And then
forgot about-
as you fall and plummet to your inevitable death, halfway down you hear him yell, you just got pranked! And then you go down and turn into a million pieces.
Oh, God. I hate myself. I really hate myself. That was legitimately terrible.
Well, it's not my fault.
You're stupid.
You know, Sam would have said jump out the window, too.
I don't know. I probably would have taken more than a quarter of a second to think about it.
Oh, my God. My mom did this to me, okay? So,
She made you jump out the window?
okay, you have a sister, all right?
Yeah. I have two sisters.
You
have
are
a sister too, no?
I have
Four-
three sisters.
you
Oh,
are-
yeah, you have a sister too, Noah.
you are 4 years old, okay?
Gotcha.
You have a sister. Your sister is half your age. How old is she?
2.
All right. When you get to be 100, how old will your sister be if she is half your age?
How old were your sister be?
96 years.
No.
Hold on.
She'd be 98.
If she was half my age when I was 4. She'd be 98.
Yeah. Okay. So my cousin Kate told me that story. And I went,
said
200.
50.
No, wait. She'd be dead.
She's half your age, and then you said 200.
And then my cousin goes like, are you stupid? I'm like, I thought about it a little bit more, and I went, she's 50.
No! Oh my god. Well, we have decided the dumb one of the group is now Noah. Even though Wesley still sucks because he's not here.
Wesley's not here is because I'm the dumb one.
Oh, I hate him. Oh, I hate him.
I have
Wesley.
your name. I have your ass.
Wesley, if you're listening to this, I want you to know that you're a sock-faced loser and we hate you.
That's what you look like. Anyways, show me your war face.
Ah!
Oh shit, that doesn't scare me. Work on it. Oh boy. Have we talked about Pathfinder yet?
No, we haven't.
We have not.
Oh, Noah, just take the lead.
Huh? What do you mean?
Just like usual.
what do
Because
you-
you're our
just
GM. Yay! I'm
oh.
gonna clap for the GM now.
Just give a basic explanation.
Billy, I can hear you not clapping at home.
All right, so
Clap, Billy! Alright.
so for those of you that don't know what Pathfinder is, it's essentially Dungeons and Dragons, but with like Dungeons and Dragons, the way the game worked was it would only every so often with Dungeons and Dragons they would create a new version which would add like new rules, new mechanics, new races, new classes to play as, different things like that. And so eventually they got to Dungeons and Dragons 3.5. And when they got to 3.5, everybody really, really liked it. Like, that was the height of the gameplay. And then when it got to 4.0, nobody really liked it anymore. It's not that they didn't like it anymore, but they didn't like it as much as they liked 3.5. So this company called Paizo went and split off and made their own game called Pathfinder with 3.5 rules. And Trevor's got his foot on the table. I'm telling a story. Where are you going?
Refill mission.
You can't just leave.
Yes, you can. You're talking
I don't
about
even
Pathfinder.
talk that much.
Come on. Go ahead, go.
Alright, fine, go.
Get me one too, please.
Oh, but anyway, I was explaining Pathfinder. And so with Pathfinder, it was eventually created off 3.5 rules. So it's essentially Dungeons & Dragons, and we have this group that we play with. And hopefully we want to put some of the gameplay on the channel. Don't we? Are you
Oh, yeah, no. I'm on the game.
Get off of Clash!
I can't.
You're not even good at it.
I'm better than you.
Wait, what'd you get in your free chest?
Garbage. Anyways, go ahead.
Dude, Clash is consumed.
What I would like to do is once we get a lot more popular, that is if we ever do, which hopefully with the support of the community we will, even though I sound like I'm gay saying that.
If 5 people watch this, I'll be happy.
Exactly. I appreciate everyone who watches our videos.
For real, if we get 12 people that'll watch us consistently, I'll be happy.
Yep.
Because that just means 12 people care.
all these dogs barking.
Yeah, Sam was totally right about the dogs not barking. Oh wait, that was Trevor who said that. Shut
What's
up,
the
Noah.
worst part? What's the worst part of being named Sam? Telling your parents you're gay.
You
There
didn't.
must be a lot of.
Okay, never mind. I thought you didn't get me one, and I was gonna be sad for a second.
Hang on, what did you bring? 2 monsters and a Coca-Cola?
A Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
A Coca-Cola?
Oh, do you guys remember that time whenever we all had our Coke bottles and like? Okay, so Noah has these Cokes in a glass bottle, all right? Because he's a cool, snazzy dude. Well, the first time I ever came to the house with them too, we all came downstairs with our Coke bottles and we had them filled to different volumes. So we were all sitting on the couch and I started to blow into my Coke bottle and it made a cool whistling sound. Sam, will you come over here and do a whistle for me? Hold on, he's moving legs.
Yeah, oh.
Okay. Disappointment.
If you give it to me, I'll do it.
No, it's mine.
Okay, well Sam's a disappointment.
No, hang on, give it to me.
You're scared.
Disappointment.
What the?
I could probably do it in one try. Give it here. Give it here. You just kissed
Why isn't it
Sam's
working? Dude, my bottle's broken.
Coke. Okay, listen. We can't do it because we're scrubs. He's trying to do it with a monster can.
I want to do it.
Okay, anyways. We're all down here filled to different volumes, and we start whistling. And I was like, oh man, we gotta take a Snapchat video of us all doing the same thing. So, we started to do it. Oh, Sam got it, finally. There you go, you can vaguely hear that. Anyways, we were all doing it, and then as soon as we started taking video, I did it for about a second, and then I lost my positioning, and I couldn't do it, so I just went... And then we ended the Snapchat video, and that was great. Also, the time about how I was getting turned.
Ah! Stop!
And for those of you who don't know what just happened, Noah has a spider spingy thingy that you squeeze on your head.
It's
and
called
like
a
little
it's
massager.
called a head massager, and it's like it's got like these long prongs that come off of it, and they end in these like little knobs. And what you do is you put it on the top of your head and just go up and down with it, and it's the most horrible thing you could ever imagine. Embedding it into Trevor's Jew hair.
Embedding it into Sam's bald spot.
It's so bad.
Give it here. And why?
Why would you stop, dude?
It only makes really loud noise. Anyways,
That is
so
probably
only makes
the
it
worst
really-
sound.
it's pretty bad. This stuff feels weird. I don't like it, but I do.
So, for any of you who are accomplished people and are still watching our Pointless podcast...
Would you sit down?
No.
I don't like that you're standing.
I'm
don't
restless.
Yeah, because you're terrible. You
Yeah.
haven't talked much at all. Speak, oh wise one.
Wait, I want to hear a story about your dad.
Yeah, the,
Yes!
the man, the
The
myth,
myth, the legend, Sam's dad.
My dad.
the one and only.
The one and only.
My dad is...
Tell him the donut story.
Which one am I doing?
I
The
don't
donut
know.
one. The donut one. It's more appropriate.
What's your favorite story?
I don't know. It's my dad.
Or the door one.
Oh,
No! No!
Okay, never mind. Oh, I love how Sam could talk politics forever.
Hey, are you dissing on me right now?
No, I'm saying you have a lot to say.
I'll talk
Sam
about.
complains a lot. That's something we could
Well,
talk about.
I want to talk about how I asked my dad who he was. I was like, "Hey, Dad, will you vote for Trump?" And he goes, "Anyone but Hillary."
Life advice with Noah's father.
I finally got some political views out of my dad, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Who does your father support?
Anyone who lowers the
Well-
cost of beer and raises the price of taxes. Go Bernie.
We were driving down the road the other day. I don't remember where he picked me up from. I think it was acapella. And we
Wait,
were,
is this the same day he forgot to pick you up?
but
So I get a text from Sam. He's like, "My dad just plain forgot to pick me up."
but he had came and picked me up.
Oh God.
Ah!
Okay.
Vaping isn't a choice, it's a lifestyle.
Stop with that nonsense.
It's Mr. Smith.
I've got a story about vaping, by the way.
Well, that's too bad because guess what? You guys have both interrupted my story.
I'm
We haven't-
waiting on your story, but Trevor was being gay. And then
We were driving home from acapella, which Trevor didn't attend because his sister has a spaghetti arm.
She broke her arm. Continue.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, and tragic. But
Not really.
well, I don't remember how my dad and I got on the topic of it, but he was like, blah, 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 and I was like, what? Do you not think that Donald Trump is all right? And he said, no, he is the stupidest motherfucker that I have ever heard. He's over here like, blah, blah, blah. He's like, the only reason that I would ever vote for him is if he declared a war on drugs. I'm like Reagan did, and it went absolutely nowhere. And he was like, well,
wait, what?
That
What?
doesn't...
Reagan declared a war on drugs?
It never happened, though.
What do you mean? What happened? I want to know the history behind that.
I mean, I don't know. I could Google it.
You have a brother in the DEA?
Dude, I love Breaking Bad.
Yes.
It's such a good show.
Oh, so I think I told you this, Trevor, but in Zootopia, the movie that just came out.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
this
you did.
Yeah, there's this part where there's like this big sheep, and he's like wearing like he's like making this formula that makes the animals go crazy, and he like puts on like this suit and like this gas mask when he's making it. I'm like, whoa, he looks just like the Walter White from Breaking Bad, and he goes, hold on, I'm gonna get my friends Walt and Jesse, and I was like, oh.
It's a Breaking Bad reference in a child's movie.
Remember the time we were
Actually, I'm pretty sure it was a movie. It's a child's movie, but it's marketed directly towards furries.
Well, not actually. It's directly toward anti-racism because I once saw that movie and like the way the predators. Yeah, well, like the way the predators and the herbivores interact. It's like the herbivores are terrified of the predators and they have like a bias towards them, and it's kind of like a play on like race. It's complicated, but it's a really good movie.
I don't know, but you see, every now and then I decide to get on a dodgy forum, maybe Reddit or something, Well, the other day, I got on there, and I happened to be browsing through subreddits. Well, I came across the Zootopia Rule 34 one.
Oh,
I did not click on it, but I know exactly what horrors entail.
I would have clicked on it.
Why would you have clicked on it?
Curiosity.
Do you know what Rule 34 is?
I'm very well aware, and I want to see it just once. So just
I really want you to die now.
I want you to die
That's
as well.
terrible.
really, you don't like it.
Not animals, Noah.
I wouldn't enjoy
Anything but sloths.
I would just be curious of what someone could create. You know, just like.
I mean, do you want to look it
I
up
wonder
right
how
now?
No, I don't
detailed
wanna
you
look
can
it
draw
up.
the balls on a sloth.
I'm not
dude.
gonna like go out of my way to look it up, but if I stumble upon it, I'll be like, yeah, okay, what's this? And I'll click on it and then be disgusted.
Curiosity turned you into a furry.
Dude, hang yourself.
I don't want to be a furry.
Curiosity killed the furry.
Ugh, we have these furries at our school, and they wander around with
tails and ears and.
oh, and dog collars.
It reminds me of that SpongeBob. I hope my ugliness doesn't distract you from the movie. Not at all, boy.
Not at all, boy. I'm so cold.
It's horrible.
Can we talk about how terribly cold it is in Noah's basement?
Can we talk about this picture of a cat wearing a dog costume and it says, "You thought it was Doge, but it's actually Kate." Bamboozled again. And then there's another one I have of a dog getting a treat. It says, "Good golly, look at this heckin' big treat I have been presented with. Thank you, human. Treat is gone. Angry. Do not talk to me even."
What?
Look it.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
Oh.
Don't throw that at me.
I didn't throw it at you. I tried to throw it in the
Did I show you
trash
this picture of my sister's arm?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's spaghetti.
Trevor recently had his sister's
Wait, I
arms
need to see it.
broken. Or
Yeah!
It's
Is it Caleb? Oh god.
I still don't know the story behind that.
Behind my sister?
Yeah.
Basically, someone stepped on her shoe, like the back of her shoe or something. I don't know. Apparently, she got tripped in the middle of her indoor soccer game. Mm-hmm. She falls. Sorry. Tries to catch herself, you know, and like she put her hand down before her like leg, and her leg landed on her hand or something, and then she rolled down over top of her arm, and it totally snapped.
Friend, we're at 55 minutes.
We're 55 minutes?
Yeah.
Dang. I didn't think we would be this good on.
Wow, I can't believe that. I thought we were only like 20 minutes.
Let me see that.
Wow, how time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, he wrote on a note to me, but I'm breaking the fourth wall. He said, "Do you want to cut it off at 30 minutes?"
Well, this is our first podcast, and I feel like it's been going on for a really, really long time.
It actually has been. That's why.
Dude,
It's called a podcast for a
can I
reason.
just say that this first podcast has been a direct success?
Well,
It was kind of a rough
It
start.
was a shaky, rough start, but I think we very much made it out to
I
the
didn't
end.
really put anything in, and I've still got 5 minutes. You guys can talk about something. I'm going to desperately try to conjure up a dad story here.
Dude, your dad's full of story. Tell him about the frappy.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard the story yet, Trevor?
I've heard it.
A couple days ago, my dad and I, we went to, we went... Hey, we just spit it out on the ground!
If you guys don't know what just happened, I pulled up a picture of this animation called Hellbenders by Psychic Pebbles.
We're actually
And
going to have to put images on the video.
It's a picture of the little kid holding a trumpet, and I highly advise you to check that out because it's hilarious, and I can't stop thinking about it.
Anyhow, my dad and I were going to the McDonald's. The McDonald's. Well,
Mickey D's.
And we pulled up in the drive-thru.
Mickey D's nuts. Got
Rock and roll McDonald's!
Okay! We pulled up in the drive-thru, and he was ordering stuff, and he says, "Oh, and I think I'll have one of them strawberry frappies." And I go, "Oh my god, Dad, it's frappe. Frappe, Dad." And he's like, "I know, I'm just trying to embarrass you." And the lady on the intercom goes, "Sir, what did you say?" And he goes, "A frappe." He says, "I'm sorry, I want a frappe. I'm just trying to embarrass my son." And then we pull up to the first window.
Hang on, wait, did your dad like play it off like he didn't say frappy?
No. We pulled up to the first window, and you know
God.
typically the person at the first window is the person that you pay because they're the one that dictate to you exactly how much you're supposed to pay.
Dude, I hate the whole 2-window system.
I
You go
do
to that
too.
second window, it's like you'll be at a different restaurant. I don't trust
I
it.
know. But well, we pull up to the first window, and the lady that took our order was this big fat woman, and she goes, "Yeah, that'll be $14.95." And like we pull away, and he's like, And I'm like, because like right after we pulled away from the the intercom thing, he says, "Sorry, I'm trying to teach my son how to flirt."
Oh God,
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
gross.
Ew. So your dad like.
So she fingers that hole where her teeth should be, and they're not there, and she goes, "That'll be $14.92, you little biscuit."
I'll never forget the time you told me the story about how your dad came in and goes, "I bought a bag of sunflower seeds, and then I remember I didn't have any teeth, so here you go."
Oh my god.
All right, we've got about 2 minutes left, so we should probably get this wrapped up.
Okay, that was great.
That was really good. That was a good run.
A lot of good funny jokes. We didn't really talk about what we're gonna do in the future, but it's more
we
or less
didn't.
just gameplay and
Pathfinder. And really stupid videos.
and more of
hopefully,
us.
soon enough, we'll get a Facebook page set up as more viewers come, and eventually a face reveal if things go well.
If need be. And maybe one of these times Wesley will actually be here.
Oh.
You guys should be super happy though, so you should subscribe so you can be one of those people that go, "I've been here since day one."
Yes. All right.
Please share this with your friends. We've got like exactly 1 minute left. But please share this with your friends because, it's going to be hard getting this started on our own. We're not beggars. We just want to be choosers.
So stupid.
I know.
Well, I'd just like to thank you guys for watching.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thank y'all. And we are off.
We'll see you next week.
Possibly if Noah's mom allows.
Hi, Mom.